But there was only one thing that I ever wanted in the beginning of my journey.
Okay.
That was a Kushesh
Aye.
325.
Aye.
A lot of people that enter the Forex industries, they enter for the wrong reason. Every Forex trader, if you have to ask them truthfully, why did you end up becoming a Forex trader? It's because there was a point in his life where he didn't know where to turn. Nothing to fall back on.
This thing had to work.
It had to. It had to work. I'm married to US30, but I have a side chick.
Oh, yeah?
That's gold.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and I'm bringing you guys another installment of Market Masters, where I sit down with the most prominent and talented traders in the game. And today I'm joined by another talented trader all the way from Durban. I'm joined by Andre Vally.
That's it.
That's it right there. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, bro. Good.
Nah, thank you so much for coming. I think I must just give you and Jay just some props. Thank you so much for coming out to the podcast, or coming out to Joburg to come shoot the podcast. I appreciate that so much. And we're honored, honestly. We're truly honored just so that you guys would make the trip this side.
100%, bro.
Yeah, and we really appreciate the time that you've made. And I think today I'm excited because I think we just had a nice conversation with Jay. Got to know his side of things, also going to get to know your side of things, where you guys started, how you started, and I think we'll just get into it, right?
Sure.
We'll just get into it, yeah. No. Where did you grow up?
So basically, I grew up in a small place called Stanger. That's in the North Coast. Also, the beginning of my journey was a little bit rough, bro.
Oh, yeah?
So I got brought up by a single parent, which is my mom. Dad he left when I was, I think, like around 6 months old. So it was a little bit difficult for her, obviously knowing, you have a son. For a lady, I think it's a bit difficult bringing up a son. So in school and stuff like that, I always had a rough time.
Yeah.
In terms of, always got into situations, being bad situations, arrested multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm talking about my matric. The day before my matric final exams, the day before we started, I was in court.
Oh, yeah.
I was in court for some stuff, So people always looked at me as, the worst perception that they could probably have for themselves.
Like some form of a lost cause.
100%, bro, because they felt like, your parent is trying to bring you up in the best way possible, but you are still making these mistakes. But that's obviously from having no guidance. As you're growing up, you're not really listening to what your female parent is telling you. You just want to do your own stuff. So that led me down a bad path, And
before we continue with today's episode, let's talk about some of the most common trading rituals and superstitions. Some days are more favorable for trading than others. There's a specific time of the year that affects trading for other reasons other than economic or political ones. It's better not to trade on Mondays. It's better not to trade on Fridays. Better not to trade in December. Well, luckily nowadays, you do not only need to put your trust in unjustified superstitions, but on the obvious facts and information available to you with Octa Space. Octa has made huge strides in the trading industry, where you can quickly analyze the market news and insights right in the app and start trading by using Octa Trader. Octa Space gives a seamless transition from learning into trading. You can do all the following in one app: insights in real time, pattern analysis, technical and fundamental analysis, educational tips, a quick flow to turn an idea into a trade. It may be difficult to start something new by yourself, but it's easier if you're in a community of like-minded people. Octa Space can help with that. You can read posts, analyze them, and also put up reactions. The Octa Trading app is user-friendly and available on the App Store, Google Play Store, and a web version. And don't forget, use the promo code MarketMaster for a 100% bonus on your deposit. Try Octa Space today.
Obviously, by some lucky chance, I did pass matric, but thereafter, I had no way of obviously furthering my education because my mom was a teacher. So it was a bit more difficult for her to actually get me into probably one of the good colleges or stuff like that, financially.
Yeah.
So basically what I had to do was I had to find a job, get straight into it. So my first job I was like a handy boy. So that was for an industrial company.
Yeah.
So I think I still have my first paycheck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How much was it?
342 Rand a week.
A week?
A week. So
when was this? How many years back?
Sure. I think this was around 2013.
Okay.
So if you add that up for a month, that's under 2 grand.
Yeah, it's not much.
So even if you do decide to save and say, okay, let me save and do something with it, there's no possibility that you can do much with it,
And how are you getting to work? Were you walking?
That's a good one. So I had a transport that I used to pay that cost me almost the same amount that I was earning. But you must remember something. At that point where you have no way to turn, you're looking at experience.
Okay.
In the hopes of saying, okay, I'm going to work at this place.
Yeah.
Get the experience.
Yeah.
And then obviously maybe a year down or 2 years down the line, I'm going to get a better job or they're going to pay me more. But that actually didn't work out, like that. So I kept jumping from job to job, but really underpaid. But there was only one thing that I ever wanted in the beginning of my journey.
Okay.
That was a kushesh. 325. Serious.
What color?
It didn't even matter.
Didn't
matter. Just wanted a kushesh.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was actually in school, there were these guys that used to come to school, with their parents' Mercedes, BMWs. And I used to think, I don't want much. I just want a kushesh. I think at that time I used to go on the internet and I was checking, they were selling for like 30 grand, 40 grand, you could get one. But for me, 30 grand, 40 grand was a lot of money.
Yeah.
For other people, that would be like, that's not much. But for me, it was like I need to save for a very long time to get this vehicle. So anyway, I carried on working at jobs, slowly increased. I think my next job was like around 450 Rand a week. And then it so happened that I found a job in the import-export. With that, I slowly grew in a company with experience, with no qualification, to a point where I was the manager of an import-export company that used to deal with explosives for the mines. And that worked out fine. That was actually like a blessing because I was earning good money.
Okay.
And COVID. When COVID hit, bro, you must remember something. Import-export was cut out completely.
Yeah, that's true.
So when they started cutting off jobs, they cut you off from obviously the highest paid in that position. So in that warehouse at the moment, I was the highest paid. So they started there. Cut me out. And you must remember something. If I apply to any other companies that deal in import-export, I have experience, but I don't have the qualification.
Oh, because you worked your way to the
top.
So
I worked my way there.
Yeah.
People knew what I could do in that industry or in that company, but I had no backing to show that, hey, you know what, I know what I'm talking about. So it was difficult for me to get further after that. But remember something, there's always something that pops up and gives you a little bit of hope. That was Forex. So on social media, you see Forex popping up. You don't need a qualification. You don't need much. You get those, how do you say, just a hope. So I downloaded MetaTrader, started dabbling around. So when I got retrenched.
Well, so this was after you got retrenched or just before?
Just after I got retrenched.
Okay.
So that's when I heard about Forex and stuff like that. So there was some influential hope. By influential, I say, social media, people posting money and trades.
Yeah.
So I downloaded MetaTrader and was going through it. And I didn't know much, just knew the basics. Buy, sell. So what I was doing at the time was I was funding 500 Rand in my trading account. And I would take a trade when a specific indice or commodity was at a high point. So just say if it was gold, I start placing sells. As they go into profits, place more. So I would hold one trade the entire day. Like I literally mean from London all the way through to New York, not knowing what I'm actually doing, just holding the trade.
You're just holding.
Just
That's
holding
it.
the trade.
Simple.
And layering. So I would take a trade, so 500 Rand, and I have those screenshots. I'll send them to you. I used to take 500 Rand to 10,000, 11,000 every day for like maybe a month. But just doing that, waking up in the morning when gold or US30 is low, I'd enter buys, keep stacking. But I didn't know how much I was actually trying to make. I just knew I was making money. So over a period of like a month of me trading consistently with not knowing exactly what I'm doing, I was making money.
Yeah.
And then after that, like a month later, sticking to exactly what I've been doing, I started losing. So I'm finding 500 and it's blowing. Another 500 blowing. So eventually, like 5 or 6 500 accounts are blown for the day. And I'm thinking now, what's going on? I'm doing exactly what I was doing for this past month. And now it's not working.
Yeah.
Then I started taking more trades and it was going into profits of like 1,000 Rand. And I never close it. Hold it, or turn around and blow again. That's when I realized, what am I trying to target? Like, I'm jumping in, I'm taking a trade, I'm seeing profits, but why am I not closing it?
And at this point, you're sitting at home.
Yeah, at home, trading.
Yeah.
But I'm not closing those trades because I was actually chasing the profit that I've been making for my first month that I started. So I've been making consistently with 500 Rand. I'm making 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. But I'm not closing it because I'm not closing my trades now because I'm trying to chase that same profit. I'm chasing the exact same profit. So I'm seeing money, but I'm not closing it. So that's when I realized that the problem comes when you don't have a target in the market. If you're jumping into the market and you don't know, you're entering a trade and you don't know when you're going to stop, where are you heading? You're heading nowhere slowly or nowhere quick, I would say. So people say Forex is financial freedom.
Okay.
I agree. It is financial freedom, but it just depends on how you look at it in financial freedom. If you're coming from a job that pays you, I'd say, 10,000 Rand a month. With that 10,000 Rand a month, you're not getting it in one day. You're getting it over a period of a month. So what you need to sit down and look at is, how much am I getting per day to add up to that 10,000 Rand every month? When you sit down and say, okay, I am getting actually 250 Rand a day for 22 days, that's adding up to the 10,000 Rand a month. That's how much you need to target. Because by saying Forex gives you financial freedom, I believe it does, but it's giving you financial freedom to basically make what you would make at your job working 9 to 5. You'd be able to make it in an hour and have the rest of the day to be free to do whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
So if you are working at a job and you're earning 200 Rand a day, working the whole day, if you can make it in 1 hour with Forex, why are you still sitting on the charts the whole day? If you can jump on the chart, take a trade, make your 200 Rand and just jump off, carry on with your day, do things people can't do things people wait for the weekends to do. There's some people that work, so hard, bro. Yeah. So hard, but they only have the weekend to then enjoy themselves.
That's true.
And in a year, you have 52 weekends. Just 52 weekends in a whole year. So that's the only time you have to yourself. So why not use Forex as a tool to be able to give yourself freedom and not just chase the money? Because once you have the skill, the money will definitely come. It has to come.
Yeah.
So I think the problem with a lot of people that enter the Forex industry is they enter for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
They enter for the completely wrong reasons because...
And what are some of those wrong reasons that you've noticed that people enter the industry for?
For material items. Basically, you see vehicles, you see this flashy lifestyle of houses and partying. Okay, that is actually something you're able to enjoy with Forex. But if you're looking at Forex as something that's going to be looking after you for the rest of your life, you need to treat it as a business. You know? And with you treating it as a business, you need to have specific targets. Those targets need to be daily goals, I would say, or weekly goals.
Okay.
Monthly, that add up. So your daily will add up to your weekly will add up to your monthly. So by having that consistency, you can make obligations in your life in terms of, you can say, okay, I can afford to purchase a specific vehicle, afford a specific house. It just depends on how you treat Forex. If you jump on the charts for a day and you don't know exactly what you're doing, you're going to be aiming blindly, because you'll jump into a trade, you'll be in profit, but you'll ask yourself, when do I close? I'll give you an example. We provide signals, but if you take a signal for the day and you've made a profit, you don't have to take every single signal that's sent after that, because you've made profit. And the only way you're going to know when to stop trading is if you have a target, but a realistic target.
Yeah, let's talk about unrealistic. I was actually thinking about it. I think this morning, the idea of there's unlimited money in the Forex market. The idea that a lot of people preach that. I don't know if you preached or not, but But then again, in the same breath, we also want to tell people not to set unrealistic expectations of or unrealistic targets. But people are constantly being told that there's this much money in the market and whatnot. But then again, I have an issue with the people who are saying that there's this much money in the market, there's unlimited profits, the potential is unlimited. I get that, but the very same people, I don't think they're really clocking those unrealistic. I feel like unrealistic profits or unrealistic targets kind of just intertwine with like this dream of like unlimited money in the market. So let's talk about setting realistic targets for oneself.
In terms of realistic targets, we know Forex is a big industry.
Yeah.
It's about in the market's about 6.6 trillion per day being traded. But you don't look at it as that, because if you're going in for a job and you know your job is going to pay you, when you go in for that interview and that interview is for 15,000 Rand, when you join Forex, you're not going to think, hey, I'm going to get 1 million Rand. It doesn't work like that. It needs to be realistic targets in a sense where it doesn't mess up your psychology and it doesn't put your funds at risk.
Yeah.
By me saying funds at risk is if you come into the industry with a small amount of money, that's all that you have. We know Forex. Why do people join Forex? Why? There's a question where you can ask every Forex trader, why did you start trading Forex? I think people started trading Forex is because previously, before Forex, they had nowhere else to turn. Where I say nowhere else to turn is you either have your business failing, you're not financially stable to start a business, you're not financially stable to further your education. It gives you a hope of light. You know, you have some hope when you have Forex and you have people that are actually making money in Forex because you have a chance of learning a skill and using it to actually make money. So I believe every Forex trader, if you have to ask them truthfully, why did you end up becoming a Forex trader? It's because there was a point in his life where he didn't know where to turn, didn't know what to do, and found Forex as a hope. So by me saying consistency is key, realistic targets should be a daily amount that's achievable and not putting your account at risk, not putting your pocket at risk. So how I would look at it is we have 22 trading days every month. So with that 22 trading days, if you want to earn 22,000 Rand, how would you earn the 22,000 Rand? You'd set a target of 1,000 Rand per day. But how would you reach that 1,000 Rand per day? You'd split it up by 2 sessions. So you trade your London session, 500 Rand. Trade your New York session, 500 Rand. Will make 1,000 Rand. But it's not putting pressure on yourself because achieving 500 Rand per session, it's not difficult. It's a small amount, but if you accumulate it per day, at the end of the month, it's probably more than a person was making at their job.
Yeah.
Because if a person is earning 15K at their job, I'm talking about working hard. You wake up in the morning, 6, getting ready, driving to your job. You're sitting there till 5. You wake up at 5, job's over, driving home, your whole day is gone. But you earn a percentage of your 15,000 Rand for that day. But if you're targeting that same percentage at home, split in 2 sessions, you're only working maybe an hour London, hour during New York, waiting for a perfect setup, executing, making your profit. And you're accumulating it every single day to 22,000 Rand at the end of the month.
Yeah.
It's highly achievable. But it puts stress on a person. It messes a person's psychology up when they're trying to chase that 22,000 Rand in one day. Because to get that money, you need to go in big lots.
Yeah.
And as much as you'll make that big profit, if your trade is wrong, you're going to go in the negatives as fast as you're going to make the money. Works both ways.
Of course. And we tend to forget that sometimes, that it also works.
It works both ways. It works both ways. And people don't really realize that, like beginner traders, when they start off trading, you always have beginner's luck, where you hitting the market hard, making money. But there will come a time where a specific strategy that you're trading, or for some odd reason, maybe a news event, maybe for anything that could happen in the market, will not work out and you'll get damaged. You get hit hard consecutively every single day. You lose a trade. What happens there is you've accumulated a big loss over many days. That now automatically messes up your psychology because you know you're down 20,000 Rand for the week. Monday when you start, you need to make 20,000 Rand back to be at square one, and then you need to look for profit after that. So you're creating the losses for you to recover. You're making big losses that you have to first recover to obviously go into profit.
Yeah.
So the bigger the losses, it's going to mess your psychology up bad.
That's true.
And once I found a specific way of trading in terms of having a plan. So I have a journal. Basically, in my journal, every day, I write down the profit I've made. Or if I took a trade and I took a loss, how much did I lose in London session?
Yeah.
So I hold myself accountable. Okay, I took a loss here at this specific point. Why did I take the loss in that trade? What did I do that was wrong in that trade so that I don't make that same mistake again? You know? So all of that helps. Like I would say having a trading plan and a journal would really, really, really help traders because it's achievable targets that you set for yourself.
That's true. All right. So let's just take it a little bit back. Let's go to the first month trading, second month trading. It's COVID now. You're sitting at home. Now you're losing money. How does that journey continue from there?
So over my first month, as I said, beginner's luck. I made a lot of money not knowing what I was doing. So every single day I would send trades. I would send trades to Jay, actually trades that I was in. So I'd be in sales from the morning and there would be a news event at 3:30 or 2:30. And Jay would say, hey, bro, you're still holding your sales. There's news just now. For me, I don't even know what's going to happen during news, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm holding the trade and news is coming on and my sales are continuing. The market's selling for news. So for me going in profit of 3,000 Rand, all of a sudden my account is sitting at 10 grand, 12 grand because I held a trade from before news into news and I caught a big profit. But I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know what was going on in the market.
Yeah.
I just knew, okay, I'm selling high and I'm holding it till it goes low.
Yeah.
Or I'm buying low and I'm holding it till it goes high. Because that worked for a specific time because that's how the market was ranging at that time. Now I know that. Now that I understand the market, I know how I made that money. And then when I started losing money, now that I know the market, I know why I lost money. Because at that specific time that I was trading, the market was ranging in a specific trend. And I was following that trend. So that's basically how I learned because every single day I was making money and then losing money. So I had to set a specific target for myself so I know when to stop. A specific target of losses, specific target of profits. Know if I'm going to hit a specific amount that I'm losing, I'm going to stop trading for the day.
Yeah.
Or if I make a specific amount of money, I'm going to stop trading for the day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at signals, a lot of clients are with me and we send out multiple signals for German 30, US30, NASDAQ, gold. And that's throughout the day. But I always tell them, don't take every single trade. Because if you took a trade in the morning and you made your profit target for the day, doesn't mean you need to continue trading the whole day.
You need to learn to sit on your hands.
100%, bro. Because I believe the more trades that you take for the day, you will lose. Definitely. You will lose.
Yeah.
I've seen people, clients of mine that have made, they sent me screenshots in the morning, yo, Trey, we've made 6,000 Rand for the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, gone. What happened?
Damn.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes like that, bro.
Yeah. So now you've lost money. So how do you correct that now? What do you actually end up doing? Because you said at some point you were just doing stuff, you didn't know what you were doing. But now how do you start acquiring the knowledge?
So basically, when I started my Forex journey, I was self-taught.
Okay.
So every single thing, I mean, from the basics of opening a trade or knowing what a lot is, I had to train myself. By training myself, when I say train myself, I lost a lot of money because not knowing what's a lot or opening a wrong lot size on a trade, open a lot and it's automatically opening in a negative of like 600 Rand because I opened a massive lot and I didn't know. So basically from all of the basics, I taught myself and then with strategies slowly looking through the market and analyzing and trying to get my own strategies, messaging Jay, going through videos together and just teaching each other. And I found myself learning a lot more about Forex and holding myself accountable for the mistakes that I was making and also following a plan. So I drew up a plan. I said, okay, every month, this is a specific amount I want to make consistently, but for 1 month. If I can do that consistently for 1 month, then I can increase it the month after. So the first target I set myself was 700 Rand per day.
Okay.
700 Rand per day. That was broken up by 2 sessions. 350 London,
Okay.
350 New York. Now that 700 Rand a day times 22 trading days would give me 15,000 Rand. So what I did was I did that consecutively. First month, 15. Second month, 15. Third month, 15. I took all of that money and I funded one big trading account.
Okay.
Because there was profits that I was trading within the market.
Yeah.
And that's when I started trading exactly like how I was trading small lots to make small profits. I just increased it. Bigger account, slightly bigger lots, but still managed the same risk.
Yeah.
And I found myself making consistently way more money than I was ever making before. And that's how, like in the beginning, I spoke to you. I said I always wanted a 3 to 5.
Oh, yeah?
A Gushesh.
Oh, so you got it.
I got 7.
7?
Up till this day.
Can you please send me pictures of all of them? Put them on the...
I definitely will, bro.
Yeah.
I ended up getting, with Forex, with being consistent, I bought 7 3 to 5s. 2 of them were 3 to 5 ISs.
Oh, yeah?
I had, I think 4 of them were drop tops. I had all of them. And that's when I found peace because I've got what I always wanted,
Gee, that is crazy. So, yeah, so now obviously, because I'm just listening to your story right now, and it starts off as you being somebody who has a lost cause or perceived by the community as like, Jay's not going anywhere.
Nowhere,
You
bro.
know, people didn't see you as somebody who's going to do anything for himself because of how you grew up, the struggles you faced, if I can put it like that. And just seeing how, you're able to make it work for yourself, why? And it just seems like Forex to some degree saved your life. Would you say that?
100%, bro.
But you're already working though.
I was, but you must remember something. The first few years that I was working, the money that I was earning at the time was under 2 grand, bro, for a long period of time. And when I actually did get a good job, I had a lot of commitments, so there's no point where you could actually save money. The money would come in, obviously from your job, but it would go out instantly.
Same time,
bro. Same time. So there was no like piggy bank. Obviously, when I did get retrenched, there was a portion of money that was paid out to me, but that was like my last, because you must remember, no qualifications, nothing to fall back on.
This thing had to work.
It had to work. And at that time, I was looking at what can I do, and I so happened to just stumble upon Forex, and Forex, it really, it changed things for me. A lot of people I was telling, I'm gonna start trading Forex. They were like, that's gambling. A lot of people put me down and said, no, that's gambling. Don't start trading Forex. It's a scam. And now I've reached a point where those same people are contacting me and asking me to teach them Forex. The same people that said, no, it's a scam, now they're contacting me when they see, no, it's real.
Yeah.
They're actually reaching out to me and saying, can you trade an account for us? There's no way. I don't do account management, But that's what it's done. Now they believe that it's real because they've seen what it's done for me. And I believe it can do that for a lot of people. I've done it what's stopping anyone else from doing it? Exactly like what I did. It's just consistency. That's all a trader needs to have, is consistency and a plan.
Yeah. Okay, so now, you're trading. What was your learning process like? You said you were self-taught, correct?
Yeah.
So you found information, you applied it, you were consulting with Jay on the other side, and then eventually, when do things actually like change for you?
The click.
Yeah.
So basically the click happened with, so once I found my consistency, like I said, and I was able to make my small targets every single day. When I started funding bigger accounts and I started trading like news events, and I was checking what you could do with small amounts of money. So with news events, you're trading CPI, PPI, NFP, $5,000 to $50,000. That's when I was like, okay, there's something here, you know? So if I'm consistent for the whole month and I can make a small amount every day accumulative to a big amount, I can take a portion from there, even if it's 50%. I know it's the market's money. I can take 50% of my profits and I can put it into a fundamental news event. Even if I lose that, it's not my money from my pocket. It's money I've made from the market.
And it's not really your money until it hits your bank account, right?
100%, bro. 100%. So when I actually did start hitting big amounts of money, there's something that I learned where you know it's real and where you'll really cherish your money is if you look at it, see it, feel it. Because when you make a specific amount, just so you make 50 grand, you see it as numbers. 50,000, it's in your bank account. You can spend, you can fund your account 10 times and you won't really feel it because it's digital. But your first big amount of money that you make, withdraw it. Look at it, see it, feel it, you'll know it's real. So once you see, even if it's a small amount, even if it's 10,000 rand or even it's 50,000 rand, once you see the money in cash in front of you, that's when you'll really appreciate it because you'll be able to physically see that it is real. Touch it. See that 10,000 rand is sitting in a stack. And that's when you'll actually appreciate your money more.
So true.
Yeah, because when you're funding your account multiple times and blowing accounts 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000 rand, only once you've blown 10 and you know you blew 10,000 rand will you feel bad about it. But you can fund your account 10 times to blow that 10,000 rand. But then you get people that go to a shop and you end up buying a few cheap groceries that'll add up to 1,000 rand. And then you'll see, okay, 1,000 rand got me quite a few things. I just blew 10. You know? So you need to really appreciate your money that you're making for you not to make mistakes in the market and not just say, okay, let me fund the account and be okay with blowing it. You know? Blowing accounts it's not something to be okay with.
It's normalized. I think we've kind of just normalized this in South Africa because just blow an account. Oh, okay, cool, we're done. Yeah.
But I don't think it's okay, huh?
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Fair enough. We all blow accounts. But if you're blowing accounts consecutively on and on and on, then you need to hold yourself accountable and say there's something I'm doing wrong. Definitely something I'm doing wrong. And once you can hold yourself accountable and find a way in which to prevent that from happening, that's when I think the turning point in your life would be, you know?
Yeah. Let's go about psychology, you know. I think this is definitely one of the biggest stumbling blocks we have in South Africa. But I want to talk about psychology on your level, you know. I know we were speaking before and we spoke about fixing oneself psychology, you know, and I want you to just walk us through the process of how you fix your own psychology.
Okay. So in terms of psychology, that point of my life where I said I started blowing accounts like on and on and on because I didn't know when to stop. At that point, there was this fear inside of me of jumping into the market. There was this fear because I'm thinking, you know what? I've just lost over a period of 2 or 3 weeks, I've lost like 80K that I can't account for. It's just disappeared.
Yeah.
Just disappeared. It'll really mess you up and put pressure on you, because when you do decide to jump onto the charts and jump onto a trade again, going in profits of like 1,000 Rand or 2,000 Rand is, you don't even get happy about it, or you still feel this emptiness inside you, because in your mind you already know you're still 80,000 Rand down.
That's true.
You know? So when you enter a trade, you want to go big, because you think, okay, this is the one big trade I'm going to take, and I'm going to make this 80,000 Rand back in one trade. And it doesn't work out like that, because you will blow, and then you'll be 85,000 Rand down. So how you fix your psychology is by being okay to take those small wins. If you go into a specific amount of profit, you need to be okay with it. You need to say, okay, for today, I'm fine. Let me take a break. Let me get my mind off the charts.
Yeah.
Just relax, and tomorrow is a new day, new trend. Yeah.
Oh, so that's it. It's that simple.
It's actually not that simple.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have this feeling inside of them where they revenge trade. Like, the market took 80 from me, I'm going to take 80 back. The market didn't take it from you. You made a mistake. You either over leverage your account, or the market's not out to get you. You just made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you entered a sell and market bought and you lost 40,000 Rand, if you did buy, you would have made 40,000 Rand. It's just, you did the wrong thing. So you don't go back into revenge trade and try and get your money back. Just take your money back. You need to accept it, and tomorrow make sure that you follow a plan to get it back.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Okay. Not in one go.
Never in one go, bro. Never ever in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even with a fundamental news event, I would say if you're trading a fundamental news event, you never ever trade your whole account. You'll always take a portion out of your account, and you'd go full margin.
That's true.
Because you know if you lose it, that's a percentage that you're willing to lose. It wasn't your last. You don't ever take your last money and think Lamborghini or Ferrari. It's not going to work like that.
Yeah.
It's not going to work like that.
Nah, that's cool. So let's talk about what instruments are you trading? Do you trade?
So I'm married to US30, but I have a side chick.
Oh, yeah?
That's gold.
Oh.
Yeah. Gold and I have a love and hate relationship, but US30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's your baby.
She's the one.
Yeah.
She's the one. Dow Jones forever.
And why is that though?
Because I find myself being more profitable with the way in which US30 is. The way in which the market reacts with US30. I find myself more profitable with jumping into a New York session where it's the most volatile and being in the market for 5 minutes and I'm out.
Okay.
Like the most volatile times, I know a lot of people don't like that volatility because they're scared, but I like it because I don't like holding a trade for a long period of time. I like scalping. So I would jump in maybe New York session or a minute after just to see how the market reacted. And I would take a trade, be in and out within 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
At max.
At max.
At max.
Okay. What if you have days where the trade requires you to hold?
There are slower days. There are like I keep 2 separate accounts.
Okay.
So I have one trading account for scalping, and I have one swing trading account.
Oh, okay.
So there I take smaller positions, but I hold it over a longer period of time, maybe a week, but small positions. So even if it does go into a little bit of drawdown, my account can obviously handle it.
Yeah.
So, and I have my scalping. So with my scalping account, that's where I look for my quick moves in and out. Like why I say gold and I have a love and hate relationship is because I've made money with gold. Like, I think the biggest trade, as I was telling you, the biggest trade I've taken with gold, single trade was about 150K.
Okay.
On that single trade, I withdrew 150K, went to my jeweler, made my rings, my chain, my earrings, full 150,000 rand, because I wanted to see my money.
Okay.
So now I know when I look in the mirror, when I'm at home, I can see my first 150 I made with gold. I can see it around my neck, you know?
Yeah.
But thereafter, I would take specific trades on gold, and out of 5, I'd lose maybe 3. But with US30, if I'm taking 5 trades, I lose maybe 1.
Yeah.
So I find that I was more consistent with US30, which is why I stick with that.
Yeah. Walk us through the trade, the 150K trade.
So the 150K trade was, there was a market crash.
Okay.
I think it was around August last year. So gold kept selling. It went, I think, from the 2000s to the 1900s, 1800s, and it just broke slightly into the 1700s.
Yeah.
A few of the times as it was going lower, I entered a few trades, did get burnt, buys, and the market continued to sell. But there was a point in the market where I caught the perfect entry that I held over, I think it was 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
So over that 3 days, that single trade was sitting at around 158K profit. Eventually, when I closed, it was around 152. But that was off one single trade. So basically, close that trade, withdraw the money, sitting with it and thinking, you know what, I made that off. I think what I deposited was about 3 grand.
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about 3,000 rand, but the entry point that I got that trade was perfect. It's a perfect entry point that gold didn't go back to.
But you had said that you were getting burnt because gold was selling, you were buying. So
yeah,
how many 3,000 rands did you check in?
Yeah, so what I was doing at that point was obviously I was looking for a swinging opportunity.
Oh, okay.
But at that point, gold wasn't obeying any market structure. It just kept crashing. Every single day it would go down like 500 points, 500 points, 500 points. So what I would do was at the 1900 zone, I entered a thing of buy at that point. Blew me. The 1800s, did analysis, obviously. I wasn't gambling. But I think I went in slightly too big. So I got stopped out, I think, twice when I tried. And on my third time, I got my entry in perfect. And market, up till this day, I could have actually held that trade longer. Because up till this day, the market never went back to that point where I entered at. So something inside of me that still kicks me and says, you know, why did you close?
It happens though,
but,
right?
You know, the fact that I held it to 150K, I was more than happy, you know?
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your daily trading routine? What does it look like?
So basically, I don't fund big accounts. I always start trading with just say 5 grand. I'll start a month off with 5 or 10,000 rand.
Okay.
But I'd compound the account. So my daily target, I'd make every day, but I wouldn't withdraw profits. I just compound the account bigger, so it'll allow me to take bigger trades. So my daily routine would be obviously waking up in the morning. I wake up an hour before London session, do a quick analysis, jump in London session, which would be one trade, and in and out. And New York, also start doing my analysis just before New York open, jump in, one trade, done. So 2 trades per day.
Okay.
That's all I look for. Yeah. If I can get my daily target in one single trade, I wouldn't look for a second trade for the day. Just one out.
Yeah. So basically what you're preaching is basically what you're doing.
Less is more.
Less is more. Okay.
Less is more.
Yeah.
Don't be a slave to the market. Stare at the charts the whole day, because you end up seeing things that are not there.
Hey, and we
Telling you, bro, you'll see things that's not there. Your mind will create its own trades, its own opportunities, and those opportunities will fail you. So I would say, when your mind is fresh, look for a entry, take your trade. Once you're in profit, escape the market out. There's no need for you to be sitting and staring at the charts the whole day.
That's true.
There's no reason.
That's true. What has been the biggest loss you've ever taken?
The biggest loss I ever took, you mean in one single trade or over a period of time?
One single trade. Let's do the one single trade one.
In one single trade, I think biggest loss was about 80K.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a massive account, but the most heartbreaking thing about it was it was a lot of hard work. Like I say, I compound trade.
Okay.
So there was a point where I didn't follow anything of what I was preaching. You know, you just lose track of yourself. And although I say my rule, consistency, this day I just went rogue. Wild.
Yeah.
Big lots. Boom. So that 80K took me like 2 months of compounding to make at a point, and then boom, I just blow it in one day. Gone.
Sure.
And that's when you realize, okay, I hold myself accountable. I know what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen again.
I see. What have been some of the struggles that you've had to go through while chasing this Forex dream?
The struggles that I've been through chasing the Forex dream is people always doubting you, not believing in you. Basically, words. Like a lot of people, when you tell them what you're doing, that's why they always say, don't share too much information with people. You know, you don't need to tell people too many things of what's going on. Just work hard, work in silence, and let your success make the noise, you know?
Yeah.
So when you tell people, okay, this is what I'm doing, they'll always put that doubt inside of you, and it make you doubtful about yourself. So I think now in the position that I finally brought myself to, there's nothing that anybody can say because now I've proven them wrong, you know? And to all the people who are listening to this, what I want them to do is not to listen to what people will tell them about Forex. They need to just find a place of their own and just focus on their trading, and they'll definitely make it.
No, that's true. That's so true, and that's very powerful right there. No, thank you very much. Let's talk about the podcast.
Yeah.
I know you guys are doing a podcast on your side.
Yeah, bro, we're doing a podcast with my partner, Amjad Khan. It's called Warum Talk. And we basically just giving traders a platform to speak for themselves. And basically just help people, you know, share their experiences, share their knowledge from the markets.
Yeah.
And yeah, we open to having whoever on, you know, just to help people out, because that's mainly what we do. We do a lot of mentorship, free mentorships. I mean, we have a strategy that we sell. We don't look for profit in these things. We actually want to help people, because we know there was no one to help us. When I started my Forex journey, there was no one that I could go to in the beginning to ask me to say, hey, you know what, can you show me what to do here? So we're giving people an opportunity to reach out to us so that we can help them. We've had seminars with 300 people, 400 people. We've given every single person that attended our seminars, we've given them those strategies that we have for free.
Yeah.
We sell them, but we just give them out for free to whoever. It's because we want to uplift the people, the community, the Forex community, and help people to get to a position where people don't know me for bad things. Say, hey, Trey, Masimba, no. They say, Trey, this guy helped me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Are you gonna get any tattoos? I see you got tattoos, like got sleeves there. You're gonna get a US30 tattoo?
Oh, bro, it's already in the mix. Already in a mix. Loading, bro. Loading.
Nah,
bro.
that's beautiful.
Loading,
that's beautiful.
bro.
No, Joey, thank you so much. I think you sound very straight. Are you strict?
Not really.
You're very laid back.
It just depends. A lot of people that have seen me, they always say no. You know, they haven't reached out to me on social media and stuff because they're scared. But you know, if you get to know me, I'm not a scary guy. I'm not a scary guy. Yeah.
Nah, that's right. I just had to ask that because no, you seem very straight. I don't know if they're not strict, but rather straight and very laid back in the same breath. No, thank you so much for coming down from Durban, coming through the site, come shoot the podcast and spend the day with us.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate it. I'm wishing you all the best moving forward. And I'm looking forward to watching, because I know Jay said there's a podcast, there's an episode I need to watch.
Yeah,
so
you need to watch it.
I can't wait to watch that particular episode. I think I'll also leave on both your episodes a link to the channel, your guys' channel.
Appreciate
100%, so people can also find you guys and reach out and also watch on your side as well.
Sweet, brother.
Now, thank you guys so much for watching. Myself, Nqobile Tembane, I've got Andre Vally with me right now. I'll leave your details as well on screen down below.
Sweet, bro.
No, thank you very, very much.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was another installment of Market Masters with myself, Nqobile Tembane. I'll see you guys same time, same place next week, and we're out.